Patient community is driving the change, and I have to say, and I completely understand it, but you've been so focused on the backlash on the cost of your medications that the entire health ecosystem is changing around you and changing really, really fast. If you're not integrating patient engagement and patient centricity into how you develop your products and how you bring them into what will be a new delivery system in a very short period of time, you're either going to become irrelevant or be acquired by a company that's doing it.
So everybody knows we're in fee-for-service today, moving to outcomes-based contracting. So a real-world example would be as we give a contract on our medication to a payer, we would say the payer measures the outcomes in heart failure. If the patients who are on our medication actually have a reduced hospitalization rate relative to the patients who do not get it, then we've met our end goal, and there's a percentage that we would guarantee. If we don't make that percentage, then we would give more money back to that health insurer, healthcare system. And in that way, right now, I will tell you, because we're in our early stages, the risk is really all on our side. It's not really a shared risk, which we'd like to see in the future. Today, it's just us trying to get them to a place where they can gather the data, get the systems in place to do that, work with the government on the Medicare side to put it in place. It's also, we're not taking the hugest risks of saying, you know, we're going to give you it for free. But knowing that if we take our most innovative medicines and knowing that we know in fact that our heart failure medicine, Entresto, reduces hospitalization by 20%. And so working some of those things out, I think we are more of a pilot phase and more of the risk is on our side so that we can get to the future faster. It's a good challenge.
It's a loss of one size fits all. It is absolutely a loss of one size fits all. We just can't keep doing that. Our healthcare system doesn't need that anymore from us. And you know, how our system evolves is anyone's guess, right? Look at the news today. Maybe we'll end up with a single payer system at some point. Maybe we won't. You know, most likely what's going to happen in the U.S. is you're going to have slightly different models that are going to have a lot of similarities, but different accountabilities and different ownerships. And so you are going to have to find a way to get very flexible and local in your partnering strategies in order to help patients get better at a more local level.
You know, as I travel around the world, I've been in countries where people say, well, you know, government's our biggest customer. And I said, you're crazy. I said, governments will not buy anything unless patients need it. You know, they have budgets, right? And unless there's a need, unless there's something that actually has to be provided for the population, that's a necessity, they won't buy it. And they have options, which is why it's important that when you're innovating these products, you make sure that you can differentiate them and you can show the value that you're bringing. And that helps if you have patients advocating for it as well. And that's what we have had around the world as we've launched new products, as patients actually come and advocate as well. So I tell people at CSL, work every day like somebody's life depends on it, because it usually does. And I think that that's really the important part of the message, because it is about the patients, and it is about the patients, and it's about patients.